Hi, my name is Tisha, of course. Excuse my, I got gel all in my hair. It's just, woof. Anyway, so the reason why I decided to make this video or this account is because I just wanted to let people aware and know the situation of convalescent home nightmares. I'm a CNA that's retired, and I want to give stories and answers on things that I've experienced. Um, so here I go. So I remember one day I was assigned to the place I was assigned to, and as normal, staffing is always a problem. So I was sitting up there, and I decided I usually get there a little bit after 11. My shift was from 11 to 7. I decided to. It's just that day I just didn't feel like getting up in time, and you know I got up on time. I'm sorry, and I was decided to go to work a little earlier because I usually get to work around 11, a little bit after 11. So I managed to make it work at 10:40. So I decided to go upstairs, and we used to put our stuff in the barber shop since nobody wanted to utilize the lockers that were downstairs. So I ended up going upstairs, and I did my rounds on the floor as normal. We were short, the ratio was anywhere from 20, 18 to 20 patients or per CNA at the time. We only had 5 instead of 6, so the ratio was 15 patients per CNA. So I made my rounds, and this was around the time I guess it was the flood or the tornado in Louisiana, and we had started to get a lot of people from Louisiana to sit up there and come in the convalescents, and we had a couple of people that came in there. So anyway, this one particular night, it was kind of eerie. Now that I'm thinking about it, I went and I was doing my rounds, and these call lights was going off, and once again I wasn't on the clock yet. It was real early. It was like 10:40, so I did have 20 minutes. So I went and got me some coffee, and I was just walking around. And I'm normally, if I walk on the floor and I see a call light go off, I answer it. I answered a call light, and I started at 21. Then it was 23. So 21, I went into a room, and it was a lady. She was alert times 4, as we would use in the healthcare thing. Alert times 4, and she was leaning at the edge of the bed, and she was above the knee. I think she was above the knee amputee, and she had like a little spot, so I know it was fresh because there was a little blood on the bandage. So she was bent over, and I said, "Hi, how are you?" And I introduced myself, and I said, "How can I help you?" And she says, "I'm in pain," and she was kneeled down grabbing her stump. And I said, "Okay." I said, "Did you just come?" Because when I was there prior, yesterday, wasn't anybody in the bed, and it was empty. And she said, "Yeah, I just got here." She said, "But I need something for pain." I didn't have nothing for pain until, and last time I had something for pain, I had came from the hospital to here. She's like, "I need something." So I said, "Okay," and I asked her name. She told me her name. I said, "Okay." I said, "You know where you are?" She said, "Child, I'm alert. I'm alert." She said, "As y'all say, I'm alert." So once again, I wasn't on the clock, but I did what was right. I answered the light. So I went to the station, and of course the charge nurse is there because they get there early. She always got there early. So I go to the charge nurse, and I said, "Hey, such and such." I'm not gonna say her name because I don't want to be sued for saying her name. I said, "Are you assigned to room 21?" She got an attitude. She was from Africa. She was got, why? I said, "I want to know." And the reason why I say from Africa, because I come across a lot of African women I work with that have an attitude with me. I'm not going to say everybody's like that, but it was like that. And I said, because the patient is in pain. She said, "Okay, well, she have to wait." I said, "Okay." I said, "But she's sitting at the edge of the bed." "Well, it's not time yet." I said, "Okay." So she said that she asked the other charge nurse, she said, "Did she get something for pain?" "Oh, well, her pain is not due here. It's not here yet because she had just came in." So I said, "Okay." So I went back in there. It's protocol. You go in there, you tell the patient what you did. You don't just leave them. You go back and you tell them what they did, what you did, and you come back, just to let them know what you had accomplished. Either you talked to somebody, you didn't. So I went back in the room and I told her, I said, "Yeah, I did tell them, and they told me to tell you to wait a minute." As I said, but I will be back because I am assigned to you. I'm assigned here. And I introduced myself and I told her my name was Tisha. So, in the process of me going up there and asking any changes, anything that I should know about, the call light rang again. So I said, okay. So I was talking to the supervisor at the time. I said, this lady back here, and she in pain. Oh, yeah, she just came. She just came waiting on her medication. And I said, in the process, can she have anything out the e-kit? She was like, yeah, she can have something, but you got to tell the charge nurse back there. By then, when I said that, it was after 11. So the lady had put on the light again. I went to the back, station 2, and I told the lady, of course, the charge nurse in charge said, okay, look, I had a report. They said this lady can get something out the e-kit if it's needed. She's going to have to wait. I said, okay. I said, but the lady is in pain. So the supervisor, the male supervisor that came on, he was like, this was the 11 to 7 supervisor. I said, this lady's in pain. She at the edge of the bed. I can't leave her out at the edge of the bed, but she is alert. So I told her to grab her call light. In the midst of it, I did tell her to grab her call light because I was trying to have a conversation with her to take it off the pain. So the supervisor said, okay, I'm going to go check on it. I left. I knew how that was going to be. So I went in there and I was talking to the lady. I said, so where you from? She said, I'm from Louisiana. She said, girl, I got caught up in that water and messed with my diabetes and put me in the hospital. They said I had sepsis and I came here. They amputated my leg. I said, so how long you been here? She said, I've been here too much. She said, and I can't wait to go home. She said, I'll be glad when I go home. She said, ain't nothing like home. Ain't nothing like home. I said, yeah, I said, well, and I was trying to take her mind off of it. I said, I went through Shreveport, but I never did stay. In the process of all that, I said, so I told her I'll be working here with you tonight. I said, you need me to get you anything? You need any water or whatever? She said, no. She said, they gave me some ice early, but I'm fine. She said, all I need is my medication. She said, I don't want to come at you bad, but I'm in pain. I said, you know what? Childbirth was enough pain for me, and I totally understand you. I said, but I'm here to help you, and I'm going to let you know. So I said, I'm going to see what I could do. She said, child, I already know how these places work. She said, we had them back home. I said, okay, well, give me a minute. And I said, I will come back and tell you. She said, I seen that you came back, you spoke to me, and I want to thank you for it. So I said, okay, give me a minute. I walked back up to the station. I said, so what's going on? I told the trucker, I said, you going to go in there? You going to check the e-kit? I have other patients to do. And I said, I've been telling you this since 1040. Now that may be, you not waiting on the clock. I can say that, but somebody needs to get this lady something for pain. She's alert times 4. So she said, I'll be there. Never did. Was sitting up there at the station. So the supervisor, I said, you know what you guys gonna do about this? I said, I'm assigned to this lady. She's in pain. I talked to her. She's a nice lady. I said, she's understandable. I said, but she's in pain. So he tell me, we're checking on it. I know they weren't checking on it. I'm sitting up here and I'm looking and I'm going back and forth. I'm looking. So I stood by the door. I said, you know what? I'm going to stand here until they come. So the supervisor didn't come to the door, go in the room and talk to the lady. He walks up, look at the lady from the outside of the door, and he said, okay, and he shook his head. I said, you're not going to go in there? He said, no. So I said, well, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. Did she have some kind of infection? Let me know, what's going on. So in the process of that, he said, come here. He said, some people, this was the supervisor telling me, some people might be addicted to pills. So we have to go accordingly. I said, but how do you know she's addicted to pills when y'all don't even have her chart complete? I said, the lady's in pain. She's an above-the-knee amputee. So as he walking away, he tells me, he says jokingly, that's the problem with America. You guys get hooked to medication, and that's number one thing that kills you is pills. And I said, but to each his own. I said, this lady is entitled to get her medicine. She's a patient. He said, in my country, we wouldn't do that. We'll take care of the people at home, and we definitely wouldn't put them in places like that. I said, that being said, that's your own personal opinion. I said, I'm not here for you because they know I will report them. So he walks up to the station, and he talks to the charge nurse. She said, I'm going to get to it. It takes me a minute. I have to get to it. Mind you, it's had to be a whole hour. She never went in there, and we all know pain is a vital sign. So I let them do them. They was up there laughing and joking. Never went in there and initially looked at that woman. So something told me, I don't know if anybody else is in this field that's watching this or maybe watching this. Somebody told me um, sometimes we get an inkling by working in this field of what happens, and we see extra stuff. And I have seen so much stuff working in this field, being in this field 20 years. You know, every time I tried to go a foot forward to go further in this my education, I just got pushed back with it because of the things that I've seen. I know you can't correct everybody, but you can try to do something. So anyway, I walked on my way. Something told me in my gut feeling to walk back to this room. Walk back to the room, and I see the lady slumped over in the bed. And I said, "Hi." No answer. "Hi." No answer. Her body was limp. And I said, "Hello." I tried to give her a little push. She flung back and she wasn't breathing. Everybody that knows in the health field knows that last breath. So I walked out, and I was kind of irritated because I knew she had died. Mind you, I spoke to her. She was just there. But she had diabetes and above the knee amputation. And she died. So I walked out, and I told the charge nurse, and I said, "Supervisor," I said, "Okay, while y'all sitting up there laughing at the station and not doing something, this lady is in here dead. How is she dead? You just came out of there." They go running up in there. "Oh my God, get the crash cart. Get the crash cart." And I look at them. I said, "Y'all could have prevented this. People die all the time. People will die all the time." I said, "Dude, this lady just wanted a pain pill." Me, my own personal opinion is that people don't, they look over the misconceptions of convalescent homes. When you put your people in here, you're dealing with other people to take care of your people. They are not always treated right. Or in this situation, you have people that go to school and all they want to do is sit behind a desk and not do nothing. A human life is a valuable life. I feel like you have to have a lot of compassion in this situation. I personally, my opinion, feel like she had a heart attack and she died because of the pain. And she had been on it for so long. She said she had been calling and calling. Nobody responded. Nobody responded. Uh, you know, shortly after that, the supervisor quit. But to this day, this woman is still there. I'm no longer employed there, but every day I'm going to get on here with a different story, and I want the world to know about these convalescent homes. I've been working in this field 20 years. I wanted to go further in my education, but I never did it after this. I'm scarred. I'm severely scarred of what I've seen. So from my time, from 20 years, every day I get on here, I'm coming with another story. And I hope somebody takes this and lets the world know. And I hope that everybody share it. I'm not doing it for likes, clicks, or any of that. But I just want the world to know what their families is faced with. So every day, if it's 3-4 times a day, I will come with another one of Elder Chronicles, Nightmares in Convalescent Homes.